A memo is one of the most common documents that you will encounter in the workplace. Whether you write it using a formal memo template and attach it to an email, or if you use the email as a delivery for the memo content, the document is written in the same manner. For this unit, you will be creating a memo using one of the prompts listed in the assignment details link. You will be writing the memo to a certain audience asking permission to take professional leave for various reasons. The purpose of this video is to analyze a memo in terms of its format, purpose, content, and organization, so that you can use it as a guide when you complete your assignment. Let's begin with the format. As mentioned earlier, memos are all set up in the same manner. Most businesses will have memo stationery on which you write your memo. Remember, a memo is used within a company, so the memo template does not necessarily need a business name and address, as does the letterhead. The logo is usually enough, along with the word memo or memorandum. The next section of the memo includes information about the sender, the person who will receive the memo, the subject, and the date. All memos will follow this format. Some memos may have a line for a copy, which would be CC. And there is usually some kind of a line or graphic that separates this information from the rest of the page. Remember, a memo does not need a greeting, as does a letter. The two lines serves that function. You also don't need to sign a memo at the end as you do a letter. If the memo is to be delivered as a hard copy via inter-office mail, you can initial the memo right next to your name. As with any document produced in the workplace, you want to make sure the reader understands your purpose immediately. So, the first paragraph should be a short purpose statement giving all the pertinent details. This should read like the lead in a newspaper story. You want to tell who, what, when, where, and how in 1 or 2 sentences. Remember, for this assignment, you are asking permission to do something. You do not want to tell the reader what you will be doing. You are asking permission. So make sure that your tone in this first paragraph is not demanding. Let's take a look at the example. Notice that the purpose of the memo is stated in the first sentence. The prompts read that you are asking for 4 days leave, 2 days in 1 week and 2 days in another week. The reader only needs the dates to make the decision, so don't waste time explaining how this time will be divided. If the reader looks at a calendar, he or she will know that the dates include a weekend. You do not need to get into detail about what you will be doing. You want to tell when you will be gone, where you are going, and why. Try to do this in 1 or 2 sentences. Make sure the reader knows what action you are wanting him or her to take. Now let's take a look at the second paragraph. This paragraph should explain why it is important that you take the time off. You want to connect with the reader by using you and I. Show the reader how granting this request will help the company. Use logos as you outline the reasons why this trip is worthwhile. Your third paragraph should include details to support the reasons given in your second paragraph. This paragraph would outline what you will be doing while you are away. If you are attending a conference, you would list some sessions that you will be attending. If you were going on a business trip to visit a client, you would list what you will be presenting or whom you will be visiting. In this example, the writer gives the titles of specific sessions that she will be attending at a conference. Don't give unnecessary information, but give the reader enough so that he or she can make an informed decision regarding your request. I always like to use bullet points whenever possible, because that really does sum up in a concise way exactly what you will be doing. Now, at some point in the memo, you need to inform the reader of the costs that are involved. You can do this in a separate paragraph, or you can put it in your final paragraph as a part of your conclusion. You also want to tell the reader when you need an answer. Reiterate what you want him or her to do, and thank him or her for taking time to read the memo. Please feel free to use this memo as a sample when you complete this assignment. Thank you very much.